Hi everyone, hello again. Hope you're all well. Welcome to another video from Raspberry Pi for the older generation. Okay, and we're gonna have some adventures in tech. Yeah, let's start enjoying it. Okay, let's understand C++. We're carrying on with Arduino. And what we're going to be doing, we'll be doing flowing lights. Okay, now a lot of the configuration is a lot different to what we've done before, but just to let me show you that we need 8 LEDs. Okay, we're going to be connecting them from pin 2 to pin 9. Pin 2 to pin 9. All right, so let me go to the overhead. Okay, I've already set up the circuit. This is just to save some time, but I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. Oh, just a quick reminder. Don't forget, if you haven't got your boards, your kit, your modules, then please, I've got a link below, an affiliate link below where you can buy all the components, all the boards that you need. All right, for all the videos that we're doing. All right. So let's go to a schematic. And I'll explain the circuit to you and what I've done. As you can see, it's all marked up. It's all marked up for you. All right. So what I've done, I've put the 8 LEDs and I put the short leg into the ground. All right, into the ground. And I've made the ground rail right the way across. Well, up to halfway. All right, so we got ground. I put the long legs of the LEDs, I've come across and gone into the columns all the way down. All right, I'll space them out. I'll put an LED, 2 spaces, LED, 2 spaces in the columns. All right, and then we're going to need 8 220 ohm resistors. 220 ohm resistors, and I've put them to the long leg of the LED over the trench to the next column over the trench, all in line. They're all 220 ohm resistors. Right, now as you can see from the schematic, the jumper cables go from the first LED to number 2. Sorry, the first transistor to number 2, the second transistor to number 3, the second transistor to number 2, the third transistor to number 3, and so on. So they're all going in line. Okay, so it is a simple little circuit. All right, if you just want to screenshot that and build a circuit, I think that would be the easiest way. All right. So, should we go to the code? Okay, so let's have a look at the code. As I said, it's code you've not seen before, all right? And there's no variables. So there's no variables in this code. So what we're going to do, let me just bring that down so I know where I am. And we're on set pins through from pins 2 through to 9 as outputs. So that's the first thing we're going to do. All right. So 4 brackets on makes it a function. Int space I space equals space 2 semicolons space. Right, I is less than or equal to 9 semicolons space I plus plus. All right. Now on this occasion, no semicolon. No semicolon. One of the few occasions we don't put a semicolon. Enter. All right. Curly brackets. Gives us an auto close at curly brackets. Next thing we're going to do is pin mode. All right, brackets on. Okay, and I, comma, is an output. That's putting all of our pins to outputs. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. All right, initialize them all as an output. So from 2 to 9 has been initialized as an output. Okay, curly brackets off to close the setup. All right, let's come to the loop. All right, let's come to the loop. I always like to keep everything nice and neat, and we can't go wrong. All right, so come inside the curly brackets. All right, so and a space. All right, okay, let's just sort this out. Enter. All right, stay inside the curly brackets. Right, just checking my notes. I'm just checking my notes. As I say, we haven't done this code before. Right, 4 brackets on. Makes it a function. Int space a space equals space 2 semicolons space a less than or equal to space 9 semicolons space a plus plus. Come outside the brackets. All right, no semicolon, curly brackets on. Okay, enter. Right, enter. And it's a digital write, capital W on the right, brackets on, brackets off. Come inside the brackets, a comma space capitals high. All right, turn this LED on. Come outside, semicolons, enter, delay, brackets on, 100 milliseconds. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. All right, come outside the curly brackets. All right, so that's our first one done. Now we need to turn off the LED. Right, turn off 9 to pin 2. Okay, 4 brackets on. Int a space equals space 9 semicolon space a. This time it's a greater than. Okay, so we're coming down to, greater than or equal to 2 semicolon space a minus minus. Come outside the brackets, no semicolon, enter. Let me just bring this down so you can see. Right, so you can see curly brackets on. Okay, enter. Keep it all nice and neat. Keep it all nice and neat. Digital write. Brackets on. A, comma, space, low. Come outside the curly brackets, semicolon. Turn this LED off. All right. Enter. Delay. Brackets on, another 100 milliseconds. Brackets off. Semicolon. Okay. Come down. outside the curly brackets, and another for loop. All right, another for loop. For brackets on, for loop. All right, for function. It's not a loop. Int a equals 9 as semicolons. A greater than or equal to space 2 semicolons space a minus minus. Outside the brackets, no semicolon, curly brackets on. Digital right. Don't forget the W. Brackets on. Function. Just make sure I know where I am. A, comma, high, all brackets. Come outside, sorry, all brackets, all uppercase. Come outside, semicolon, enter. Right, another delay of 100 milliseconds. Come outside of the brackets, semicolon, enter. Come outside of the curly brackets. All right, enter, enter. 4, brackets on, int, space A equals space 2 semicolons space A less than or equal to space 9 semicolons space A plus plus. All right, come outside of the brackets again, no semicolon, no semicolon, enter. A digital right. Brackets on. Right, a digital right. A, comma, low. All right, A, comma, low. Come outside the brackets, semicolon. Then we want to delay 100 milliseconds outside the brackets, semicolon. Right. So, for A plus plus. Okay, I forgot the curly brackets on. And come down. And the curly brackets off. Enter. Now I think this is where the confusion is going to be, is the curly brackets. But I think I've got them all right. Okay, and the last curly brackets closes the sketch. Sorry, closes the void loop. And the final one closes the sketch. All right. Just check in. Right. Looks okay to me. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hey, should we verify it? I'm sure there's going to be either some typos or... right. Void. I think we could have an extra. Let me take that out. And let's have another look. Ah, right, okay. Wasn't too bad at all. Wasn't too bad at all. We got no errors. Shall we upload it? Let's upload it. And there we go. And there we go. We have got our flowing lights. Okay, we've got our flowing lights. Our flowing lights. So, I think for now, I think the codes are changing. This is the first time we haven't used the semicolon after the for function. All right, so we are moving on. And with all these curly brackets on and off, it does get a little bit more confusing, to say the least. For me, anyway. Anyway, it's great to have you on board. All right. And hopefully see you in the next video. Bye-bye.